Bless up everybody. Hope everybody is doing well. It's the end of another week. Again, yeah, we've made it alive yet another week. It's almost the end of another month. And we're still there. With all with 2020 show up and we're still around. We're still there. We're still breathing. We're still alive. We still have life. And we're thankful. And I must pause to say thank you to all you loyal family members out there who are supporting me on this YouTube journey. I mean, you could be elsewhere watching some other videos. Look how many videos out there, and you found time out of your busy day to watch some of my videos. I'm really grateful for that. I really appreciate it, by the way. And when I use the word family members, I'm not just referring to those who are blood related. I'm referring to you right now who is watching. You are now a certified family. Yes. So yesterday I made a commitment. I made a commitment that I'll be sharing some basic life lessons until the end of this month, which is Sunday. So we have 2 days to go. And these lessons aren't really just general and random lessons, really. They're really my personal experiences. They're based on my personal experiences. And you may have a different opinion on what I share, and that's fine. We all have different opinions and mindsets, and our perspectives is gonna be different in certain things, all right? That's okay. But these lessons, as I said before, are really based on my personal experiences, and they've been tested and proven over time. So I really think they're effective and meaningful, so I'll share. All right, so I still have my notepad and I still have my pencil. Well, this is a different pencil, but I can't find the one I used yesterday, and this pencil will really make a very good point, because my first lesson today is you are never too small to make an impact. You're never too small. I'm sure you hear that already. But do you believe it? Do you believe in yourself? I remember this quote, if you think you're too small to be effective, then you've never been in the room with a mosquito. I'm not even have to explain that, because we all know where mosquitoes can be. I think many times the real reason is self-doubt. Like, we doubt ourselves, but we have more faith in other people than what we have in ourselves. Because even when we know so we can do something, we have put limit on ourselves and say, why, me not think me can do that, me not think, and we know so we can do the thing, but when we're there beside other people, we are small up ourselves as if. And I'm not saying you should be too proud or overconfident. You can be humble in yourself, but be assertive, right? All right, I'm gonna use the pencil as an example, right? I'm gonna use the pencil as an example. Now, you look on this a pencil, you have to look at it as, look how it's chamber, and something. Look how it's short, and something. What you can do? Now tell me something. By the way, the pencil has a point, right? Just to the point. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, the pencil has a point. What you use pencil to do? Not for write. The role of a pencil is to write. No matter the size of the pencil, once it have a point, it's doing what it's supposed to do, right? So I put down my name on this right now with my little chamber pencil and whatever. It do what it's supposed to do. It's doing its job. That's what a pencil do, it right. Now you may have a longer pencil and it's doing the same thing that this one can do. Now you're gonna say this one is short, and yes, it is short. And guess what? We all have our shortcomings. Nobody no go through life on a smooth right road. And by the way, that would have been boring if it just a go on so and no little plot twist or anything. The pencil has a point. Another point. So you might look at it again that the longer pencil, you might get to write 10 pages or something. The longer pencil, you write out the 10 page of things, and this can only write 2 page of things. That's fine. But guess what? I made an effort to start. So the word start. So nobody worry about how it will finish. You just make sure say you make that start, which that this pencil would do. You make it start. So it must finish somewhere somehow, and guess what? The longer pencil is doing its job as well, and eventually it's gonna wear down just the same, just as this, but you come here to do the work where you set out to do. The purpose of the pencil is to write. So that's what the pencil is doing, whether it's short or it's long. It's doing its job, right? And naturally, you have people who will discriminate, because guess what? We tend to look on the outer, right? We not look on it say the two of them have led in a them same way and can do the same job. The other shortcoming you may look at is the pencil only short, it no have no rubber on it. That's fine, that's not an excuse. No rubber, fine. I gotta make sure say before me put whatever on the paper, me I go think before me write, because me know say I just one go and that's it. So me not go try to make no mistake. Me not go make no mistake because me I go ensure say me pay attention to what me I go write first. Me I go think before me put it on paper. So that's not an excuse. So the pencil not have any rubber. We tend to find too many excuses before we get the job done, and we need to stop. And I'm saying, don't look at yourself as being too small to be effective. You think that you have that greatness within you, not even think. If you believe that, if you know that you have that greatness in you, then nobody can stop you. And you are going to stop yourself. You understand me? You're never too small to make an impact. And we think we're too small to make an impact because guess what? Sometimes we are scared of what people might say or what people might do. Like we don't want to cramp anybody's style or tarnish anyone's ego, or like that's their business if they have a problem with you raising the bar or anything. Never you small up yourself because you're trying to protect somebody else's ego. Like, how will that help you? And I don't feel a problem with them bad mind, because guess what? You can't go allow others to make you live your life as a caterpillar when your ultimate purpose is to be a butterfly. You can't make because of people you imprison your creativity or you imprison your ideas or you imprison your goals because you don't want people say this, you don't want people say that. It can't work like that. You understand? Yeah, so nobody follow other people where I look on the outward and I say, no, I'm not suitable for the work. No, I'm not suitable for the position. No, sir. Boy, I never know so the pencil that take up the entire session, but it gave a good point, right? But on to number 2. Lesson number 2. Pay attention to the way people in your circle treat others. All right? Pay attention to the way people in your circle treat others. And being in your circle doesn't necessarily mean this person is your friend or a family member or a co-worker or anything. Just people who you associate with them. Pay attention to how that person treats others around them. Alright? You may have some people around you where them kind to you. Them nice to you. Them are the sweetest thing to you. Like, because them love you or them spirit take you, them treat you like you, them treat you in the best way possible because them spirit take you, them like you, and them treat you good. But on the flip side, when it comes to other people, them treat other people like a nobody, like them disrespect everybody else. But you see it, you see how them a treat other people, but your personal biases kick in because this person a treat you good, so you overlook the way this person is treating others because you will get the good treatment, so to hell with the other people them. And personally, as I said before, these are my personal experiences, right? I am a person like this. I love to give people the benefit of the doubt. I'm not quick to judge. I'm not quick to cast blame. I'm not quick to think bad of anybody because I know say we all have our bad days when we can really get out, right? So I'm not quick to judge people. So as them always say, you have to hear two sides of the story, right? So over time, you must observe, say, boy, no man, at this person you have the problem. At this person you have the problem. But because the person may be your friend or your close relative or you so love this person because they might treat you so kindly, you tend to be lenient with them. You not tell them the truth. Say, listen, you can't be treating other people like that or whatever, like with silence to the whole thing because we are getting the good treatment. And I was speaking to one of my friends earlier and she was saying she view it as a sort of selfishness because It's like you are look out for only yourself because somebody else feel the hands of this person, and because this person treat you good, you don't see a problem. And there's some truth to that because me and the person they good. We don't care what the person they are do to them other people they and what. And I pointed out that, well, put it on a society basis then, where we as a Jamaican, something like Pakistan abundant right now, and we there Jamaica. We hear it and then you say Pakistan under fire. Like, because we don't have any relative there, we tend to play a blind eye or deaf ears to everything that's happening there because we don't have anybody there. So even though it's a human life taken or people suffering, we don't care because, they're in a fluid vicinity. And when you look at it, that's really a lack of love for others, right? Not because we not feel it personally, not because hit our doorstep, not because it's not a first-hand experience, doesn't mean that you're not feel there for your brother and your sister as well, right? It goes back to my point that the way you see someone treat others, it really sums up who they are as a person. Not because you get the good treatment, right? And that the good treatment maybe is just a facade because maybe I use this person, I use you, or them see you as some ways of benefit, or it's out of prejudice, or it's out of discrimination, or them just naturally just like you like that. That's not the right attitude. We still need to be mindful that, listen, even though you're in this person's corner today, guess what? Tomorrow you may be just as disposable as the others because guess what? I just saw this person I stay. You understand me? I recommend that if this person is a close person to you, like you and this person close, and your buddy or your best friend or whatever, you see them a treat you nice and whatever, but them a treat others good, I recommend that you speak to them because they can't be like that. Can't be like. Anyway, guys, that wraps up my lesson for today, and I hope I get some feedback in the comment section below. Alright, bless up on yourself. Peace out. One love.
I don't want no one take you from me, cause Natalie, I want you for myself, I need you for myself.